It's an Austrian startup in the field of IoT software and hardware development with projects from both companies and customers. Jelena is alumni from Faculty of Mechanical Engineering and Naval Architecture. I just have to mention that for the audience online. And we are very happy to have you here with us on this TeamUp Live event. So the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mira, and thank you everybody for hosting us here and inviting me. I'm very sorry that I'm not also there physically. We just have also the crazy season and we're looking for new employees and new colleagues also. So please also listen to the presentation and apply if you think that is something that's curious to you. So I will share my screen. So hello everybody again. My name is Jelena Slobodnjak and I'm a CEO and one of the co-founders of a company from Austria called Smacty. Our mission is to give entrepreneurs and businesses that produce hardware and IoT devices a new way and tools how they can create and grow their own new IoT devices. So our motivation came from our work experience where both me and my co-founder worked on different projects and in the end met while working at a research institute. He was then a PhD in electrical engineering and I was working as a mechanical engineer. We started to work on some particular project and while working there we both came to the same conclusion, and that is that most companies we worked for had the same problem when trying to create the product from scratch. So the company comes up with the idea, they start to plan and execute the product development, but they get to the same bottleneck. One of those bottlenecks are the complexity of hardware development, the interoperability between products, the hardware itself, but then again, the platforms, if you want to connect via API to any other digital product, the time to market, because it takes usually a company from start up until the end, until they launch the product to the market, at least 24 months. So we're talking about 2 years. And again, everything that I described so far in the end costs. You have the cost of the human resource, the cost of the hardware itself, and it all sums up to a very large number. From our experience, if you're launching a product that consists both of web, of mobile app, of the casing itself and the hardware, you would need to have somewhat between 200 to €500,000 to bring it fully to the market and have fully polished product. So we came up with the idea that we kind of pivoted, of course, for the years. We, by the way, started in 2019. Now it's 2020. We founded the company in 2020 as a GmbH. But through the years, we kind of pivoted. We started actually with just a platform, but we ended up with having a platform both and a hardware device. So Smacty is a digital platform. It's an IoT platform that combines a customer and a device management in combination with low-code development, where a hardware engineer or IoT application engineer can develop their product from scratch using low code that I will describe after, which is actually our cutting edge idea, for which we now applied public funding for in Austria. But then again, we're also offering a size optimized module, which comes in a very small dimension that also offers the Bluetooth eSIM and then also Wi-Fi and can fit even the smallest wearable, but can fit even much, much bigger, of course, hard devices. So what is our product innovation? It's the rapid firmware creation, which really means that when a hardware developer is doing embedded development, you have, of course, a lot of lines of code. And a lot of those lines of code are pretty repetitive. And when you get into a pretty repetitive segment, you can, of course, take those small pieces and save it and reuse it as small templates. Up until now, we created as much as 200 to 250 different templates. And from that, you could actually create at least 60 different hardware devices, which for now covers, I would say, from the industrial sector and agricultural sector, which we are offering now, at least 70% of market ideas so far. Our business model so consists of 3 different solutions. One is, of course, the CDMS platform. So the digital platform where the company logs in, can create their own devices or doesn't have to. You can onboard with your already existing hardware device. From there, we cover the whole life cycle of a product. So from the beginning up until if the company wishes to do the subscription and billing to their users. Additionally to that, we're offering a cloud-ready hardware for also a fee. And that price also scales down when the volume goes up. And something that we always do on request, and that is the engineering services. We mostly deal with B2B companies, and most of the B2B companies that we've dealt with so far always ask for a custom-built solution, at least in the hardware sector, but additionally in the CDMS platform where they want some additional module. So we started the company in 2020. Co-founder and I bootstrapped absolutely everything. We're now in 2022. It's going great. We're currently seeking for the public funding, so we're still in between the pre-seed and the seed phase. And of course, in 2023, we want to expand and really release the product completely as a demo to the whole market space, where not just B2B companies will be able to get onto the platform, but it will also be used as a B2C. Our team consists at the moment of 5 people, but only 2 people are now on the payroll. Other people are contributing via freelancing or as the project requires. We already had actually 3 clients who are our partners mostly, and 2 large partnerships that we just signed for. One is actually in Croatia and the other one is in Austria. One of them deals with the construction industry and one of them is agriculture. So we're really trying to cover all of the industry 4.0 sectors. And of course, I need to mention all of our alliances. So we were incubated in Science Park Graz, the high-tech incubator, where we also gotten a place into the AWS startup program, who also funded most of our cloud services. And I also need to mention the Silicon Alps and ICT Hermann Hauser. So our open positions, at the moment, we're really looking for front-end engineers, but really anybody can contact us and apply. So somehow along the way, it was most of us doing the all operational work as the things go. We bootstrapped everything. We really relied on freelancers and Upwork, but now really it came the time that we want to expand our office here in Graz. So the position is hybrid. It means that the person would be employed in Austria, Graz, but if a person wishes to go somewhere for 2 or 3 weeks, also as other co-founders mentioned, they can always go home for 1 month and then get back. But we really want to keep the team together at least 1 per month here in Austria. So the position would be open for middle to senior positions with knowledge in React and JavaScript, somebody who's really experienced in building SaaS and CRM platforms. And it's really important for us that the person is very friendly and wants to strive in a startup world, because we're very connected in the startup community here in Austria, both in Vienna and in Graz. And what do we offer for that? A very cool and expanding office. We filled it with gadgets. So we have a chill area with Netflix. We have a PS4, Oculus, as a VR, very relaxed working hours. So if you wish to work from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m., it's your thing. All the best. Just keep us updated about the work. Also, right here, we have a great hardware development room. So all the geeks, if they want to build anything, we're here for you. We have a brand new pick and place machine just shipped from China, a reflow oven, 3D printers, everything that your heart could desire. And we also have a lot of tools if you want to fix stuff at home, because my other co-founder is a big builder. And I need to mention that we are very socially oriented. So our goal is really to bring our community and people together, both friends and family. And our offices are not considered really just a working space. It's used all over the weekend, on Sundays and Mondays. If you wish to, I don't know, say your friends come over and play VR, it's absolutely up to you. Just clean it up later and we're fine. So why Smacty? We're really working hard on building the tools for the new world of IoT. And we had a lot of clients in our life, generally working as the contractors, as employees. And if you would look at our CVs, we really helped a lot of companies actually grow. So we would also consider ourselves engineering growth hackers. But now we want to do that for a lot more people. So if you wish to join a company like that, please call us and stay in touch. You can always contact me. I think we left it here, Notion job position on the website of GEA, but you can always add me on LinkedIn, Jelena Slobodnjak, or contact Miro if you forgot anything. And yeah, let's stay in touch. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jelena. That was one interesting presentation. I'm just looking forward for questions from the audience that's listening online and people here in the room live. Is there any question? Until we wait for the questions from our online audience, I will just have one question for you, and this was regarding the customers. How many customers do you have at the moment? And
yeah.
Okay.
At the moment, we have 4 recurring customers, B2B companies.
Okay, nice. And what was the process of getting first one?
Actually, we tried a lot of things. The issue is when you're trying to get into the industrial sector, it's not really on Instagram. It's not even mostly on LinkedIn. Some of those are, but actually most of them was through the referral and through targeting really through LinkedIn on a specific event, sending a message, getting the right contact, also community of the university, specifically also in Graz, and through our older contacts through who we worked with as a contractors, asking, does somebody really need any help? And I really need to mention for everybody who wishes to also do similar things, we really started by offering people stuff for free. So we really said, okay, we know this and this. Do you need help? We would help you for an additional 1, 2, 3, 4 months, and this is what we can offer to you. And then we asked for a LOI, so letter of intent, and that's how they got onboarded with us. So we got to know them in those 2, 3 months.
Okay, nice. So there are no questions coming from the audience, and I think this will be it. Once again, yeah, there is one more question coming from the audience. Why did you decide to open your company in Austria instead of Croatia? Do you think that it is harder to open a company in Croatia? This is a question.
Actually, I don't think it's harder, but something that Austria is offering is the amount of public funding and community that outreaches the borders of just Croatia, because when you get into the community of DACH region, you kind of get the open door also to Switzerland, to Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, so all of the countries which are like in the center of Europe. But additionally, what's really helpful is the public funding from Austria, which is in, of course, much larger scale than in Croatia.
Great. So this was a great question and even better answer. Thank you once again, Jelena, for the great presentation.